So welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who follow me on like Instagram or Twitter, you'll know that in May I went to Seoul, South Korea, and let me tell you something, it is amazing. And spring and autumn are the best times to go over there. It's a bit chilly in like December now because the winds from Siberia make it get like mad cold from where I live in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, and in spring there's mad cherry blossoms and all of that. Anyways, funny story. Before I decided to become a vlogger, I used to joke about it, and me and my friend made a video of us being mock vloggers. I'm gonna run that for y'all. Hold on, can I switch this mid video? If you ever come to Korea, this is the chicken spot you should come to. It's called Jaksa. You're gonna see a fat nigga in the front,
And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Ow, baby John. Alright, so I'm gonna take you guys back on basically my whole trip. I flew into ICN, Incheon International Airport. It's in Seoul. Did y'all know that there are 28 airports in South Korea? Yeah, I didn't know that either. So to get from the airport to the city center, you can take a train or a taxi, or I think you can take a bus too. But I took the Eric's train. It's the express train. Yeah, it's about a 45 minute train ride. It goes straight from the airport right to Seoul Station, and from there you can take other whatchamacallits? You can get other trains from there. But like me, I stay really close to Seoul Station and the city center. I was mad close to everything. So yeah, also good tip, get a SIM card when you're at the station. And them trains is nice as hell. It's mad cold and you get a free water bottle. Alright y'all, and the price of the train is like 9,500 won, which is about $8 US. Right now the exchange rate is 1,194 won to $1 US. But everything there is pretty cheap. So yeah. The first thing I tried in South Korea was soju, and that's South Korean liquor, and it is amazing. They got mad flavors. It costs like less than $2 and it's everywhere. Your 7-Eleven, the gas station, every little convenience store. So after trying soju and all, cause you know, had to try that first, we decided to go to the N Seoul Tower. It's also called the Namsan Tower. It's the second highest point in South Korea. And I'm a sucker for great views, and let me tell you, it has an amazing view. You can walk through the garden there, or you can take a cable car. That's what we did, and we went in the night, so you could see the whole view of Seoul, and it was so beautiful. They got restaurants there. You can get Hello Kitty items, like mad souvenirs and stuff. But one of the restaurants, every 40 minutes it rotates in a 360 degrees, so you can get a whole view of the whole city just while you're having dinner. The best thing about that tower is the bathroom. Oh my god, in the bathroom there is a huge mirror, full body length mirror in front of you, and you get a view of the city. Can y'all imagine that? Amazing. The price for the tower is 11,000 won. It's about like 10 US. You pay for the cable car ride different. I don't remember how much that costs, but it's like a little 5-minute cable ride. That night we went to Myeongdong because I had watched videos and read about like Korea, obviously, because it's the first time I'm going to a place, and I like to be well informed and prepared. So I read that the best time to go to Myeongdong is in the night, but I learned that that is not true, because we went there in the night and it was not. There was like, everybody was like closed up. We had tried the fried potato sticks. It was kind of hard. I think it's because like it was late, so it was probably like fried mad early. We had a fried fish cake, I think. Yeah, it was in some soup. It was mad good though. For dinner that night, we had Korean barbecue, and everywhere you go when you order Korean barbecue, it's served with banchan, which is Korean side dishes. It's usually like kimchi, this Korean mint leaf, radish, coleslaw, I think. It's good, but let me tell y'all something. The Korean barbecue, because they cook that shit right on the grill in front of you, is to die for. It is amazing. So that same first night, we went to some Korean clubs. I think it's in Itaewon. We went. It's like a whole strip, clubs everywhere, bars. The whole street is just clubs and bars. And we heard dancehall, which every time I go somewhere, and especially like all the way in Korea and hear dancehall, that shit amazes me. So yeah, it was pretty. Their clubs are kind of lit too, but we went there on a weekday, so it was, you know, could have been better. The second day we went to Myeongdong. Shopping, food, street food. One of the best things about Korea is their street food. Let me tell you that. And their street food is pretty cheap. Like, you can get everything for basically like $1-2 US. The most expensive thing I would say was like when we got the cheesy scallops and the cheesy lobster, and those are probably $15 each. But we tried the ice cream. It was mad long and pretty. A Korean rice drink, which I had heard was good. It's way overrated. So yeah, lobster with cheese, scallops with cheese. We tried a fried Oreo churro. What else? Scrambled egg with like cabbage. So scrambled egg omelet. Corn dog, some of them, and there's like a corn dog with cheese. I only had the one with cheese because I don't eat meat, but my friend had the one with the hot dog in it, and she said it was amazing too.
I also had this fried shrimp and batter and Korean popcorn chicken with rice cakes.
So food in Korea is basically pretty cheap. Clothes in Korea is pretty expensive. I think it's probably because of the exchange rate with tax and whatever, but yeah. After that, we decided to go on a tour bus, and they have different spots of pickup. But let me tell you, I thought I knew how to read a map, but I thought wrong because we got lost. But you know, matter of fact, we wouldn't have got lost if we had focused on going where we're going instead of stop to eating some fried egg on a bread, or I don't know if it's really fried, but it's like the egg and the bread is basically in one, like a sandwich, but it's made together. It is amazing because it's kind of like a sweet cornbread, and then the egg cooked perfectly. That is what took us off track. But when we finally got to the tour bus, the price is about like $15. It took us to like a lot of the main spots. They had different type of tours, but we just took one that took us to like the palaces. We went to the Gyeong. Man, I don't know how it's pronounced. I'm gonna write it here for y'all to see. We went to a couple palaces. We went to the temple because they have a Buddhist temple that has like really nice things in the ceilings. What are they called again? I forgot, but you can see it. We passed
This art plaza.
Yeah, we went to the Namdaemun market. That's like a clothes market. I didn't get no clothes there, but we just went to look around. We went to the Gwangjang market too, where we saw the lady from Netflix, and I was mad excited. I didn't eat her food though because first of all, it's a whole line to wait to sit and get her food. And I don't eat pork, and the dumplings she was making had pork in it, but my friends had the dumplings and they said it was amazing. So I guess we know for real that she is definitely worth all the wow that she's getting. Just got off, and the bus comes I think every 30 minutes, so you can just hop on anyone. You don't have to stay on the same one like for the whole ride, so you can just hop off, do what you want to do, and hop back on at the stops, which I found very convenient, even though I got lost a couple times. So yeah. What else did we do that day? We went to this restaurant called Mama's Touch. I think it's called Mama's Touch. I got a fried chicken sandwich, kind of like a zinger. Well, it's spicy and it had no mayo, so that kind of was not my forte. The French fries, amazing. My friend got fried chicken. Like, I think it was two different types of fried chicken. You know when fried chicken comes with gloves, it's amazing. Well, let me tell you something. They were amazing. Matter of fact, I'm Jamaican. I've had a lot of good fried chicken in my life because my mama makes some good fried chicken. But Koreans make the best fried chicken. Ain't nobody can tell me nothing about that. Yeah. We were gonna try to go out that night, but we was too tired after. It's like a 8-hour trip from here, and then all that sightseeing stuff. We got up early to go sightseeing, so we just called it a night and drank some soju and went to bed. So the third day, we had a early morning. We had to get up to go to the DMZ tour, which I think this is what I was most excited about in Korea. It's the demilitarized zone. That's 5 miles from the North and South Korean border on each side, that they can go and there will be no problems of the, between North and South Korea because of how the, whatever is set up. Anyway, so that trip is basically like a 7-hour trip. It's an hour and a half drive from Seoul to the border. There we went to 3 places. We went to the Dora Observatory, which we just looked through like binoculars to look on this fake town that North Korea had built to spy on South Korea, allegedly. We went to the 3rd tunnel, which is one of the tunnels that South Korea discovered that North Korea allegedly dug to invade South Korea. But it's a whole exercise to go that tunnel because no phones or cameras are allowed down there. You got to put all that in a locker, first of all. Then you put on a helmet. Yeah, like a helmet, like a protective helmet. And you walk down this steep slope. Then when you get there, it's like 400 meters to the end of the tunnel. And if you're tall or claustrophobic, this is not for you because, boy, this is when being short really comes in handy. Because my friend, she had to be walking with a hunchback the whole time we was in there. And it's kind of wet. Like, it's like dripping. I don't remember what caused that, but so we walked to the end of the tunnel, which she did not want to do, but I wanted to do it because, gotta do it all. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it all. You just go there, see like some bullet holes or like grenade holes, I think. Yeah, that, are used for war if the invasion ever occurs. We also went to the Doraesong railway station, and this was pretty interesting because at that railway station, if they decide to open it, you will be able to take a train from China through South Korea, through North Korea, get on the Trans-Siberian Railway, and you'll be able to take a train all the way from Asia to Europe. Could y'all imagine how amazing that would be to be able to take a train across a continent? Where you can, across a continent. I was about to say you could already do that, but because, how North Korea's government or whatever. So they're looking into that. And I was just reading an article about it too, where they had a meeting to try to open it so that North Korea could even basically just be a bridge between North and South Korea. So I guess we'll see if that happens in the future, y'all. The cost of that tour was about $45, I'm gonna say. It's like a 7-hour tour. You have tours in English. I think there's Spanish too. I don't know what other language. But you cannot go there on your own. You have to get a tour because it's only tour bus to allow all those sites. Oh, we also went to this place. Man, I don't remember the name. Oh, the Freedom Bridge. Yeah, the Freedom Bridge. Across that bridge is North Korea. So we got to see, like, you can just literally walk over to North Korea, which all this is very fascinating to me. And I even wrote my name on a little freedom tag. Well, me and Samara wrote our names on a little freedom tag there. So that was pretty tiring. After the DMV, we was starving because there's like a restaurant at the first stop we go to, but we wasn't hungry at that time. So by the time we was done with this whole 7-hour tour, we were starving. So above the Seoul station is like a mall basically. We went to the food court. And it works completely different from food courts in every other mall. They have one cashier, or like one little cashier stand. You go there, you pick the restaurant that you want the food from by number, then you order what you want, you get a receipt, and then you wait and like go close to the restaurant, I guess, because they're all numbered. And you'll see when your order is ready. And they do not serve the food to go, which we thought we could do that, but nah. You gotta eat it there. I got a what I thought was gonna be fried rice, because it said rice with egg, but it turned out to be an omelet with rice and some chicken. But it was amazing. It looked kind of weird, but it was amazing. My friend had pork with rice, and she said it was good too. So at least Asian people obviously make good food, but you know, Koreans got it too. We went to the 5th highest building in the world, and like I told y'all, views are definitely my forte. So we went to the Latte World Tower. It's about like a 30-minute drive from us. Oh, you know what I did not tell y'all? The best ways to get around Seoul or like South Korea in general. You can have a train, you have buses, you have taxi. If it's a group of you or like 4 or 5 people, I suggest taking a taxi, because the price of the train is basically gonna add up to what a taxi is gonna cost you. However, you can get the name of the card for the subway is called a T-Money card. You can buy it at like any convenience store for about $3.50, and I think a ride costs maybe $2. I don't remember, but yeah, you do get transfers free. Yeah, that's basically the best way to get around the city overall, or the bus. But like I said, if you're in a group, take a taxi. And there's a word you can say to the taxi drivers to make them drive really fast. I like fast driving, but you know, it was amazing. Yeah, so the tower, it's 123 stories. It has the world's fastest elevator. It literally is about 60 seconds. It's like mirrored elevator walls, and there's like they're telling a story. It's in Korean though. Yeah, it's a double-decker elevator too, and the view is amazing. And up there, they got some glass floors, so you can look down at the little cars and the little people. And they look mad tiny because you are all the way up. But the view is amazing. And I would recommend the best time to go there is probably like from sunset to like night. Personally, I think night views are better. But if you like day views, I guess you can go. The price is about $22 per person, and where the tower is, there's also like a bunch of other latte stuff. It's like a corporation, so there's a mall, there's like a little adventure park. But by the time we finished with the tower, the adventure park was closed, so we didn't get to go. And then we went to go have Korean fried chicken again. Yes, because it is amazing. Korean fried chicken, and we drank soju. And I have to shout this place out. It's called Jacksaw Chicken. It's called Jacksaw. If y'all need me to, I will definitely find the address for you, because it's worth it. Trust me. Best fried chicken I ever had in my 22 years on this earth. It was amazing. And we had soju, of course. You gotta drink, when you're in Korea, drink only soju. Oh, soju mixed with Henny tastes good too. Just putting that out there. And try the flavored sojus, because there's grapefruit. Grapefruit goes really good with ting. Nah, not with ting. Damn, ting's in Jamaica. It goes really good with Sprite. My bad. Yeah, it goes really good with Sprite. And yeah, that was the end of our 4th day. Anyways, so the next day we went to the COEX Mall, and that mall has the library with maybe the most books. There's like a 2-story bookshelf, all books. It is amazing. Like, anybody would be amazed by the amount of books in that place. At the mall, I had boba tea. I love boba tea. I'm Asian, gotta embrace my little Asian roots. And we had KFC. It was really good, but Jamaican and Russian KFC win every day. So the last thing I did before we went to the airport was we went to the Latte Mart in the same mall above the Seoul station. We went to go like, get soju and candy to bring back because they got good candies in Korea too. And you can sample so many stuff. We almost missed our flight to be there trying ramen. There's so many different type of ramen you can try in that supermarket. You can also try octopus, which was good, and like little miniature crabs that are like salted and what's the word? Spiced. Yeah, like it's kind of spicy. You just eat the whole thing, shell and all. I don't eat crab, but my friend said it was good. Okay, so before I went, I had seen that not a lot of people in South Korea, well, in Seoul, speak English, but nah. There's a lot of English speaking people in Seoul. They might not know everything, but like there's enough to help you to get where you want to go. I do suggest on your translator to have the Korean language in it to make it easier for you. And also, in like Myeongdong in the streets and stuff, there are like people there who have like red vests on them. They're like kind of tour guides, so you can go to them and ask them for information based on where you want to go, and they can give you directions and stuff. Really helpful. Also, when you go into the DMV, you must take your passport.
On the way to the DMV, you pass the World Cup Stadium, and in Myeongdong, you can take a picture with the lion bear.
That's all for my Korean vlog. Thanks for watching, and you should definitely put Korea on your list of travels. Remember to try soju.